Hello guys, welcome to my channel Fake Polyglot, and I decided to make another great video, but in this video I want to tell you how I learned Russian language till the native level. So because nowadays I speak Russian better than my Kazakh. Yes, so how did it happen? How I came to this level of fluency, level of kind of native level. So if you want to find out that, keep watching. So, how I learned Russian language, one of the most difficult languages around the world. All polyglots claim that, say that, but I can confirm that, I can just prove that because I'm like kind of Russian native speaker, but I make still mistakes, not when I speak, but I can make mistakes when I write because the writing of Russian is very hard. The grammar is so difficult. Yes, so but you should try learn it. It's a wonderful language, and there are a lot of great authors, like huge, like geniuses, like Lev Tolstoy, Pushkin, Dostoevsky. You should read that, but I think it's very hard because it's literature from 19th century. So it's also a beautiful language, and about over the 200 millions speak that language in Kazakhstan, in Uzbekistan, in Kyrgyzstan, in Belarus. It's actually, and of course in Russia, it's official language. So that's why if you learn Russian, you can travel about, I think you can travel to 15 or 16 countries where people speak Russian, and you can just travel to these countries, like post-Soviet Union countries, okay? So that's great language. I'm not talking about politics, okay? It's nothing, that's nothing has with politics. It's pure about languages, about culture, okay? How I learned Russian. Okay, I learned Russian just by watching TV. So that's my story. Yes, that was the most powerful instrument or tool that I had when I was kid. At the beginning of 2000s, Kazakhstan wasn't developed country, and it's still not so much. It's not so much developed, but overall, we didn't had a lot of channels in Kazakh language. We didn't have great movies or even translation of them in Kazakh language. We just had a lot of movies, TV shows, TV series, music, only in Russian language. It was available only in Russian, so we had kind of all of the Russian channels. So just since my birth, I was like, when I was kid, all of my life I was watching everything just in Russian. I've been consuming everything in Russian, so that affected me. That was like enormous exposure with the language, just pure input, and it wasn't comprehensible at all. Just input. I was watching, listening music, watching, and then I started speaking somehow. I don't know how. That's kind of magic. And I think that, so I didn't try to do that. I was just watching, I was just enjoying movies, and these just came naturally. So I remember that at age 5 and 6, I was trying to speak Russian, but it was very hard. I was doing a lot of mistakes, and I couldn't create good sentences. It was still hard for me, but I raised in monolingual family. My parents spoke only in Kazakh language, sometimes using Russian words, but that doesn't count because I raised in monolingual family, so that's why I could speak only Kazakh. And Russian I learned from watching TV, like yes, through watching the TV, through watching this video. And at, I don't know, when I was 10 or 9 maybe, we started learning Russian at school. But that, of course, that played also like huge role, but it wasn't the main factor. I think that was the main reason why I speak Russian so good, so well. Yes, because I know like my peers and my classmates who also was attending these classes. It was obligatory subject. Like during the, I think 7 or 8 years, we had been learning Russian. We had been studying Russian using grammatical methodology, yes, like grammar, learning grammar of Russian, and also reading literature sometimes. That was also, I think, reading literature had helped me also, and of course grammar also played some role. But my other classmates couldn't speak Russian because they didn't have opportunity, maybe access to TV, or they didn't watch TV so much, and they maybe they were playing outside a lot, and they didn't get so much exposure as I did. Yes, so that's why they couldn't speak Russian so well, because when we graduated our school, when we finished our school, they just couldn't speak. They couldn't speak Russian so good. They were making a lot of mistakes, and yes, so I remember that they were making a lot of mistakes, and they have learned Russian only when they came to city. When they came to city, because well, in east and north part of Kazakhstan, mainly the most spoken language is Russian. Okay, so even if we are Kazakhs, we speak Russian to each other, maybe to other people. It's kind of language of like how to say it, international language, yes, international language or intercultural language. So that's why we use it in daily life. So when they came to city during the 2-3 years of practicing language, they have learned it. But I remember when we were in the village, they couldn't speak so well, but they had also exposure because we didn't have choice. There wasn't available content in Kazakh language, and yes, and now I speak Russian very good. I'm like at native level, and I read everything in Russian. Even for me to speak, to think, and to read in Russian, to write also, to speak it, to speak in Russian is for me is easier than in Kazakh language, because in Kazakh language I got exposure only at school because all subjects were in Kazakh. But that's the power of TV series, TV, just movies. That's the power of movies. So, and that's why for me, speaking or writing or reading in Russian is more easier, more effective for me. And when I try to consume or try to read like literature, like philosophical literature, I always do it in Russian. Okay, so guys, this is my story, how I learned Russian, and there is kind of discussion about you can't learn language just watching TV. That input should be comprehensible. So I can't prove that because I didn't get kind of comprehensible input when I was child. Okay, I just learned it. Of course, I think you can learn language just consuming a lot of input, just getting exposure to a lot of input, even if it's not comprehensible. But it will take more time. Yes, that it will take more time, because I should count that I had learned Russian also at school, and that played also good role. That also played good role. So that's why I don't know. But that's my story. So I hope that you like it, and if you enjoyed it, please put like and leave comments in the commentary section, and share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.